This segment is sponsored by Hospice of Michigan. Did you know that for more than 40 years, Hospice of Michigan has been providing quality end-of-life care for all, regardless of their circumstances, their ability to pay? They are nonprofit, so they rely on donors to help them make that mission happen in our community. So we want to talk a little bit about that. Barbara Anderson is here. She is the statewide director of development with Hospice of Michigan, and they have two very special opportunities for all of us to enjoy ourselves and help make the hospice mission happen for folks who need it. And it's good to have you here, Barbara.
It's great to be here.
Two events, finally. The pandemic is done. You all served patients and families throughout.
Absolutely.
But a lot of the fundraising, a lot of the events that you're kind of known for, those were set aside for a while.
Yeah, we're really itching to get back in person with folks again, absolutely.
Well, let's talk about these two events. The first one is An Evening with Hemingway. This is September the 7th. It's at the Listening Room. What is this?
Yes, so we are partnering with cocktail aficionado and author Philip Green. We did a very tiny sort of trial last year that went over incredibly successful with him. So he has written a book about the life and more particularly the cocktails of Ernest Hemingway. And so we're bringing folks into the listening room, which is a great space.
Beautiful.
To hear from him, you know, things that he's found through little anecdotes and presentations. And he'll make the cocktail on the stage, and then our audience gets to sample all of those cocktails that Hemingway is so well known for.
That is a super fun idea. Okay, so we want to let folks know how they get tickets. They are at HOM.org. Okay, so second event is one that's pretty exciting. This is Tuesdays with Maury. It is a stage presentation of that famous book by Mitch Albom, and there's a special premiere event that will benefit hospice on August 31.
Yeah, the Tuesdays with Maury play has actually been all over the country, never before in Michigan.
I can't believe
Isn't that incredible? Yeah, so Mitch has signed off for it to tour in Michigan, and we're fortunate to be able to bring it to Wealthy Theater with Hospice of Michigan benefiting.
For people who don't know the story, Mitch Albom was a young writer at the time. He had a college professor, Maury Schwartz, whom he loved and admired, reconnected with him some years later, and Maury was in the end stages, I think, with ALS, right?
Yes.
Lou Gehrig's disease. And he started spending time with him, and the wisdom that came from Maury ended up in this beautiful book. So I got a chance to interview Mitch Albom, which was really fun for me. And I asked him, how does Maury continue to impact your life even today, long after he's gone and the book has been read by so many? Here's what he had to say. How does Maury continue to impact your life today after all these years?
Well, the book went on to become the biggest selling memoir of all time. So pretty much wherever I go, that's what people want to talk to me about, want to ask me about lessons that Maury taught me. I think in my personal life, you know, he said something called giving is living, you know, taking is dying and giving is living. And that kind of set me on my path with the charity work that I do. And I think it which dominates most of my life now. So in that way, he's probably changed me the most.
Would you say that's the enduring message of Tuesdays with Maury?
No, I think there are too many enduring messages to sum it up in just one. I mean, we had 14 different Tuesdays where we talked about everything that was important in life once you really know you're going to die. And I think every one of those weeks had something from death ends a life, not a relationship, to, you know, forgive everyone everything, or love is the only rational act. There were all kinds of lessons along the way. I don't think I could pick one that was enduring other than there's a lot to be learned from people who are dying about how to live.
Yeah. I don't know what Maury would think of the world as it is today. Do you see his lessons applying to today's world and all the craziness in it?
More than ever. I think in this play, you'll see, you know, one of the lines that Maury's constantly telling the Mitch character is, love each other or perish. And I think in the world that we live in today, where we seem to be more inching towards perishing than loving one another, that would definitely resonate.
Well, I read the book when it first came out. It impacted me the way it did so many other people. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us, Mitch.
I appreciate it. See everybody up there in Grand Rapids.
Yeah. It was an absolute thrill to get to talk to him. He's quite a guy, and the book, again, such a beautiful story. It's Tuesdays with Maury, the Hospice of Michigan premiere event, August 31st. Tickets are available at wealthytheater.org. Barbara, thanks so much for the work that you've continued to do at Hospice of Michigan and these great opportunities to support it.
Thanks for having me.